So, hello. I don't really know how to start this, but essentially like video diaries almost, but I'm not exactly sure how it'll go. Again, I'm very much experimenting with the format of all this, but I guess welcome to Lost Pages Chapter 1. Yeah, I didn't really have like parameters set of what I wanted to talk about, or like plans really of any of that, but hopefully if this aligns a little bit better. There we go, that's the angle I wanted. Hopefully, camera stays. Camera stays. It's currently being balanced on like a weird stand, but I want to just modify my keyboard, and I guess as I did that, I could just talk and ramble. But yeah, my roommate's asleep over there, which is why I'm kind of quiet. But this is just, I'm a junior in college, and I want to kind of document what life's like in college so that I can see it one day. If anyone finds this, thank you for staying around and watching it. If they don't find it. But I'm just gonna stick here and modify the keyboard I have because I want to put it back in this chassis because I want to do an all black build. Even though this is a nice like anime desk mat, I have other mouse pads I prefer using over this, and I kind of wanted to go all black. Like I tinker with mice. I tinker like. I have two Vancer Gretzes that I broke and had to fix. I do love the Gretzes. Don't use them all that much. Then I have two Deluxe M800s. This one's a custom paint job. It's my name and tie. And it's a hodgepodge of two shells, the glass feet. Don't use this one all that much because it's the 3335. This one's a 30. Excuse me. This one's the 3395 sensor with PTFE skates. Yeah, autofocus isn't that great, but little panda stickers I got from Claire's because the other day I found a little pouch from Claire's. This is my not super light, but just the OGG Pro with little panda there. I do have duplicates of every mouse. I have two M800s, except this one's M800, this one's M800 Pro, but they use the same chassis, so same shell, so you can change stuff. This is another G Pro, not super light, just G Pro again. These were the original ones I had, but I had to sand them to fit a bigger scroll wheel, and I don't like the bigger scroll wheel, so I just combined the two. I bought, stupid story, like, I guess what parts of this mouse were I bought for full price on $100. I could have waited 2 weeks and gotten the super light. Mistake on my part, but I really don't mind that I got the older G Pro. I still love using this mouse. This one's not even set up is because I bought it, the main parts of this one from GameStop for like $15, and the middle scroll button doesn't work. And I play games where you need that middle scroll button to work. It still scrolls up and down, but the button doesn't work, so it's like a spare parts mouse because everything else works. And I could get the button to work, I just don't really care to. But that aside, I don't know, explaining and sharing. Oop, the camera's rotating. Explaining and sharing. Oh no, I might have messed up. No. This is kind of tragic, bro. Kind of tragic. I guess me just kind of explaining my hobby, but yeah. This is a talk. I'll introduce myself. I am a junior in college. I don't reveal too much about myself, but junior college, I'm studying animation, which is pretty cool. I didn't come here to study animation, but transferred into it. I know it's just kind of funny with the anime stuff around me. I didn't think I'd go into any art major, but here I am in an art major. But I don't know. College, you're gonna run into a lot of things you don't expect. You might change your major once, twice, 3 times I've heard of, but I don't have the money to do it 3 times, so changed it once, and that's where I landed in animation. That's probably where I'm gonna stay. But yeah, don't dislike it. I do love the animation. Been learning how to 3D model in Maya, which has honestly been like a blast to do. So if I keep looking here instead here instead of there, it's because I'm monitoring myself on Discord just to see everything, and then the webcam's over there, and it's kind of like oddly out of my range to look at because it's like really really far back. Like, I can't touch you. It's my full arm extended. But yeah, I'm not used to recording. But yeah, so in animation, it's pretty fun. Like, college is pretty great. I didn't realize how fast it go by because I was like, oh, I'll make videos like my freshman year, or I'll make videos my sophomore year. But here I am, almost done with the first semester of junior year, and I haven't done anything content creation wise. And it's a dream of mine to just do stuff, even if no one sees it. So I have a page to look back on one day when I have kids and just be like, look, this is your dad doing who knows what. Currently, it's what I'm doing is building a custom keyboard, or like fleshing out my custom keyboard at 2:15 in the morning. Yeah, that's Armin from Attack on Titan. Found the artwork somewhere. Not my artwork though. But yeah, it's 2:15 in the morning, and I am here fixing up a custom keyboard because I've been changing it like crazy because I don't want to buy a new one, but I have enough parts to switch from 5 different mechanical keyboards, and I need the pink stabilizers out of this one, and I have to take it all apart to do that. And I want these key switches to go into this one anyway, so it's a whole process. Not a process I love. I also don't like the 80% form factor, but I love the look of the black chassis, so we're switching for that. But yeah. So I always wanted to make videos. Didn't know really what about or how to do, like what to do, but I guess it's just life of a college student. I'll probably do some like vlog type thing where I like vlog class and my day as a junior in college, but I don't know. I also love tech a lot. Like a lot love tech. I need to speed up this keyboard thing. This video is gonna be way too long because I've already been recording for like. Which mouse was I using again? Oh goodness, I was using this one. I've already been recording for like 7 minutes. Don't want to make this video too long, so probably cut some stuff out and figure things out. But just basically giving myself something to use. But yeah. Love tech. I have been watching a lot of like content creators about this type of stuff, and it was just cool to get that kind of cozy like retro plus new tech, because like James Scholes does it, and like Jay Juan, like another guy I see do stuff that he's a newer YouTuber. Kind of inspired me to try stuff again, because I honestly have no idea what video format, and I don't want to steal their style obviously, but I just have a genuine interest for the tech and tech I like, not necessarily the new tech, just the stuff that I've grown to love in the tech industry, because it's a whole, boy, it's a big complicated scene, the tech industry. I just like things I like, and that's with the more retro stuff now than that is. If that's the modern stuff now, then it also is. But yeah, I like what I like. I also love competitive gaming and the aiming stuff. Although I'm not like a part of the communities in like any large sort of way, I do just have a genuine interest in like aiming aspect of video games, because I've always been a PC gamer. I've always wanted to have like great aim, so just seeing all that's been pretty cool. And it seems counterintuitive when I have like a bunch of old mice. I do have a Death Adder V3 Pro. I just don't like it, don't use it much, but I could probably like pick it up and use it. I just don't choose to. Which is kind of crazy considering using like old G Pros and stuff like that over a mouse that is current. Granted, I don't have the 4K dongle, and I don't really want to shell out the money to buy the 4K dongle, but I honestly might, because the Death Adder V3 Pro is just a solid all-around mouse. And I do like it for a lot of things. I don't know, I probably should have gotten the Viper V3 Pro, but I also got the Death Adder for $60 off Marketplace. So, I mean, I kind of snagged that deal, kind of have to keep it. I mean, I could sell it, but I don't know. A lot of my stuff does come off Marketplace, though, or like used markets, like the DAC that my microphone's plugged into. I got it off Mercari. You can see it down here. It's 2 XLR inputs. Got some cat stickers on it. I love that DAC to death. Makes my earbuds sound a whole lot better. Like, not as like DAC, yeah, what, like a DAC amp thing. I know I could get like a dedicated thing to make it sound better. I don't know a whole lot of it. I just knew parts of things, and it's also been, I bought all the mic stuff when I knew more about it, and now I just kind of enjoy what I enjoy. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of different hobbies, and I've been trying to narrow it down. Airsoft's one of my bigger hobbies, but I don't have the money to keep up with it. Although I am trying to go to the swap meet that's happening at Ballahack because I have a gas gun that I could get rid of for like $50. I know that like I bought it for like 300 off a friend, and I have 2 gas bags that come with it that work fine, and that gas bags are like 50 each alone. I was just hoping I could trade away my gas setup. That's like the gas gun is mainly a parts gun because it doesn't all fully work. Like it's operational, but the bolt doesn't lock back on last round, and the barrel's sawed off because my friend did it before I bought it and I didn't realize. But I mean, oh well, what you gonna do? It's not the end of the world or anything. But if I could trade that for an AEG, because I have all of my gear, that'd be a whole like game changer for me, as it would just make everything perfect. I'm running out of desk on my college table to do all this modding stuff, but yeah, I don't have a direction for this video if you can tell. I'm just kind of rambling on about my night because it's, I guess, I'll title the video something like late night college. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Like Lost Pages, chapter 1, late night rambles, I guess, because this is more like a ramble thing than anything else. But yeah, I guess hobbies and stuff. That's what I was talking about. I've loved competitive gaming for a long time, but I've never had good computers to do it. Like my computer's a 3050 Ti and an i5. It's not bad by any means. I don't want to like sound ungrateful, but it's also not great at this point in time because I could have gotten a better one, but I wanted to opt for a Thunderbolt 3 port on my laptop, and this was it's Asus TUF -15, and this was right when the 3050 Ti's were rolling out, replacing the 1650s. This is like right at that like shift of where those were being released, and it was during COVID when I got it because I got it as a graduation gift from my parents. Like I bought it because I did art, and the Thunderbolt port would allow me to do art on my drawing tablet. But little did I know it was wired really poorly, so like it didn't really work all that well. Because whenever I try to use the Thunderbolt port, it'd be routed through the motherboard instead of through the GPU more. And I know that might make sense, but like when I was doing the research, like it was just weird. But basically, it was a kind of a bust, and I spent more money on a laptop than we should have for the performance, just to get that Thunderbolt port, which honestly kind of made me like pretty mad at myself because I could have just gotten a better gaming machine. Because you can still plug in the drawing tablet, but it's a 3-port, like a 3-cable thing. So it's a kind of complicated situation, but like could have easily been managed. Is basically all I'm trying to say. I don't have enough room on my desk to put everything, so it goes on the floor. I guess I'll put these screws somewhere where I won't lose them. But yeah, I'm trying to keep this video at a decent time so I don't like, I don't know, kill any like. I want someone to kind of want someone to see this video if possible, or just get better content for myself at the least. But oh, my roommate's moving. But yeah, kind of disappointed that laptop purchase. Hopefully I can eventually upgrade because I travel a decent, not like a decent bit, but I'm from overseas. So I grew up overseas, so I visit sometimes. And then just having a device that I can take with me on the go is a lot nicer than a desktop. And I know desktops provide better performance, etc., but I honestly just kind of love laptops, the compact nature and the portability of having a gaming machine wherever you go. I've been looking at the like Zephyrus G14. I found a really good deal for one on Marketplace, but that's just one of those things where it's like college student money. But oh well, you know. I'll figure it out if I need to figure it out, or when I figure that out. I hate the daughter board on this thing. There's like this cable always gives me trouble when I'm trying to take it out. So for any of those that are curious watching, I completely forgot what the other keyboard is, but this is the Acco Mod 007 PC. It came with piano switches, which I think are pre-lubed. They're kind of like pandas, which are my favorite animal, if you couldn't tell. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but that's what it sounds like without anything. I don't know if I probably should mention I'm not like a big keyboard nerd. I used to be more of one, but I didn't have the money to fund it, which is a theme in my hobbies. But um, uh, but yeah, where was I going? Yeah, I know now. These came stock with this. I've just been switching them around with all my keyboards just to see what I liked more. And I got a keycap set that was supposed to be all black, but it's gray and black because I wanted the black on black to do a fully blacked out setup, but that didn't work. I mean, the keycaps and everything only cost like altogether like $20 because I got it on a good deal. But like that is what that is. It's not perfect, but oh well. Can't complain all that much. But I'm just taking apart the gasket mounted. I've never seen this PCB like this. It's so cool to see all the cutouts, and like, I'm surprised I haven't broken anything because the cutouts are kind of ridiculous. But I mean, that is what that is. Not a bad keyboard. I genuinely don't like the look of anything above a 60%. I was gonna buy 40% for Christmas for myself, but that's to be determined whether I actually like pull the trigger on it or not, because that's a, I don't know. It's one of those buys where I'm like, I would like it, but also I don't really know. Yeah, I'm just literally putting this thing back to stock configuration, just with different keycaps, which is kind of counterintuitive and kind of stupid, but whoop. Oh, my finger's getting a little bit greasy. Is there actually any lube in these things? I don't know if there is. If it is, it's probably dried out, but now I'm probably need to get my Crytox if I have it in this country. That's the problem with being from another country and like being here. You never quite know what you have with you at the moment, but yeah. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, not super madly into keyboards. Just turning this one to stock and different keycaps. I just want an all black and gray look. Because I don't have the mouse pad and some of the other things in the wall that bring color, but this is a really nerdy thing that I do because I do animation work on Maya and all that. I don't like to use like schools keyboards and mice because they're just like the random Dell like OEM stuff, and not that that's bad nor that you can't use it, but the animation students aren't that cleanly sometimes, so the gear is kind of gross, and I've been a clean freak for most of my life about certain things. So just thinking, because like one guy had his bare feet basically on the keyboard as he was eating over one, and then gunking up the keyboard and all that, and then we got food banned from the labs because of that. It's called an animation lab, like computer labs. Yeah, I much rather like be touching my own equipment than the equipment drooled on by others. I don't know if that's just a me thing or like, but I hope that's not a me thing, just a me thing. But I like keeping my equipment clean, and for the purpose of like taking it into public spaces, I also kind of want it to be more muted. Yeah, because I don't want it to stand out super much. Even though I wouldn't mind if someone sees like that I like the color pink on something. It's just when it's black, it just doesn't stand out nearly as like harshly, I guess you could say, which makes it a whole lot easier for just no one to think, oh, that like what keyword is he using? Because as much as I like talking and rambling on, as you can obviously see, because this video is kind of long if it's not edited, which I probably have to edit it. I'm very introverted, and that happened more so during COVID. Like when COVID hit, I just kind of bundled up in my room and just didn't talk about much of anything, or didn't do much about anything with friends. Like I talked to my friends online, but I became super like hikikomori hermit crab type vibe type person. And then after going to college, it was like kind of weird to make friends. So I was like, oh, I really have to like push myself to be extroverted. Because my first bit, I was kind of relying like, oh, maybe my roommate. This was my first year here, so this is 2 years ago. I was like, maybe my roommate would I thought I stabbed my keyboard, but I just went through like one of the holes there. I thought my roommate would be like the one to bring in the friends to the room, and that's how I'd make friends. And then I was quickly mistaken after realizing my roommate was also a very introverted person, and we did not get along. But that's due to some other things. He's not a bad person, but just we did not get along. So that was an interesting time. Sometimes your roommates are like your best friends for life, and sometimes you just do not ever want to talk to each other again. But I thought I'd have him to bring friends in, but then he was more introverted than I was, honestly, half the time. So it was kind of funny. I had to like learn how to be an extrovert and talk again because I used to be very very extroverted as a kid, and then as oh sorry, I have like a cough sometimes and it just makes me stop talking. But after COVID, like I became so much more introverted. I don't know if that's just if you can relate to that, then let me know. But it's just one of those weird things where I'm like, huh, I guess this is my reality now. So I had to learn how to like be outgoing again and like talk to people. But luckily, it did work, and I ended up finding some pretty good friends. I don't talk to them anymore, but because just that happens in college times. The first year group of friends kind of like fragment off and go your own ways, but it is what it is. Life happens. No hard feelings on my end. I also didn't do the most to keep those friendships intact, so college it'd be like that. But I have a really good, solid group of friends from church, and like honestly, it's God's blessing that I have them in my life because they're my rocks. But yeah, I got the keyboard mainly assembled. It's a gasket mount, so it's really nice and comfy to type on. Now I put all the piano switches back in, and then put the keycaps back on, and then I pushed it the wrong way because these are south-facing lights. This is actually a good keyboard. My keycaps are cherry profile, which I actually haven't run into that many like fitting issues. I thought I'd run into more, but I haven't. I guess it's a good thing that I haven't run into any like interference. But yeah, my sophomore year was really great. The dorms at my college are very different than most because this is a common dorm room we're in where I have my roommate next to me, but it's four of us in total. There's another room next to me this way that has two other guys in it. We share a bathroom between us in our dorm. And there's a kitchen and a living room area within our dorm itself. It's more like a condo, but instead of one person living in it, or maybe two, it's four of us because college, it's still college. They cram people in here. But last year I had a better room situation called the Quad, which meant we had that same shared living room and kitchen, which was pretty big. But we all had our own bedrooms, and two of us shared one bathroom. And I was friends with the guy on my side that I was sharing with, and the other guy was on my hall the previous year, and so I was friends with him. The other guy was the most unknown, but we all became pretty good friends, and we all hung out. I mean, he was an athlete, so he hung out with us less because he had his own group already. But that was my friend. That became part of my main friend group too. I still hung out with other people, little by little, but it was really nice to have my roommates be my built-in friends. And then one of them graduated, one of them transferred. There was gonna transfer, ended up not. And last one's still here. We just didn't. He roomed with some other guys. No hard feelings. We're still friends, but interesting experience. And I kind of wish I was more patient with taking everything in instead of just trying to rush to the next moment, because college goes by so much faster than you would think it does. And for anyone that's if anyone's seen this that is a freshman or in high school, just kind of oh my goodness, this keycap, this switch won't go in. Just enjoy and embrace the weird, the ugly, the good, the bad stages of college. I mean, you're only here once, and it goes by so fast. If you do grad school, that's a whole. You're still in college, but it's a very different vibe and feel in the undergraduate stuff. I mean, at least from what I've heard, and I guess kind of what I can gauge. 'Cause we're still kids at this age. We're learning about we got a lot on our minds, a lot on our plate, a lot of direction we can go in. Got a lot to learn about the world, but it's pretty fun. But yeah, just take your time, enjoy. Don't be in a hurry to get to the next. Too much of a hurry to get into the next place that you forget where you're at. But in saying that, also don't completely throw your future to the wind. Be like, I'll get it done eventually. You have to be intentional. To a point, I just put this key switch in the wrong way. Raggy. Luckily, it's kind of forgiving, so we're fine. But yeah, this is just a nightly ramble about how things are going. But yeah, I don't know. This video's gonna be way too long for like anything, so I guess like put it on in the background for like study ramble, I guess, because this is more like talking to someone than an actual video about a lot of interesting, cool stuff. But I don't know. Wanted to get like footage of me messing with the keyboard, and then I don't know, talking over it. And I'm kind of going slow, but at the same time, it's like it's hard to get everything in a fast manner because like I'm losing it here, dude. I've taken apart these keyboards, put them back together so many different times by now, just because like I'm indecisive and I don't know what I want. So I've just been chip switching it around, also seeing which one I like the keycaps for, which board I like the keycaps on the most, because I've been eyeing the keycaps I bought for like a year, but I just have a really big issue with like pulling the trigger on buying something. Not shooting. I'm just not gonna comment. But the rest of my keycaps are in here. Or key switches. No, they're not. They're in another box, which I have to go grab. Oh, I hate when I forget this. I'll be right back. For whatever reason, my brain decided to put it in a Vance or Gretza box. Like a decent amount of key switches. Don't know why, but I did. But oh well. It's just fun, isn't it? You get to hang out and talk to someone, and I get to build a keyboard. I don't know. Again, this is mainly just so I can like look back one day and see myself and see where I was when I was a 20-something, early 20-something-year-old. But I'm a junior in college. Probably gauge how old I am, but I just rather not say right now. Cause yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm really young and I graduated high school early. You never know. You never know. But yeah, putting this keyboard together, the last switches are going in, and then after that, we can put on the keycaps. Just see the keyboard. That's honestly how I originally had it configured. But I don't have my Death Adder V3 with me. I could probably get it tomorrow. But yippee. That's the last one to go in now, just to put. Ooh, it sounds really good though. I haven't put these switches back in, which are the original ones. I had some Echo Vintage Whites. I think that's what the switches are called. In here for a while. Because they're 35-gram springs and they're lubed, and I lubed them myself, and I really, really love them. But they don't sound as good as this. Yeah. Jesus, cough. I just kind of wanted to try out something different again. This my water bottle has a lot of stickers on it. Some cat stickers, some stickers from my college. But yeah, no, let's keyboard's coming to a close pretty soon. Oh, my roommate might have woken up. He's poking himself in the eye. He sleep talks sometimes, which is kind of amusing. You never really quite know what he's gonna say, which is kind of funny. Sometimes I'm scared that he's gonna say something crazy, but he's fine. Yep, almost done with the keys, caps. The rest of them are in the box below me, so I'm gonna have to eventually go and grab. Oh my goodness, I hate when I put them set in the wrong place. Oh my goodness. Counting out the keys to see where they go. Slowly, I'm getting there. Like, honestly, when you build the keyboards, like, the more and more you build, you can just remember things. It's also just from, like, using keyboards a lot. You remember where what is, just why I'm not looking at, like, a thing to see where, like, all my keycaps go. I do know that I also need my function keys, and those are somewhere else, which, like in the thing right below me. But almost done. Yeah, I don't know. If you stuck around this long, which I doubt anyone would, because I don't think anyone's gonna watch this video, thanks for listening to me ramble on for a while. It means a lot. You don't have to do anything else, but just thanks for sticking around. This is generally just chapter 1 of, like, I guess a series of videos to eventually come. Because honestly, I really do like, what? Oh, I forgot 0. I just want to do more of these video things. I guess, like, kind of vlogging what I do in a day. Because I have my phone from back home for my, like, where I'm from. Which, honestly, I'll explain probably that in a whole video later. Because it's a really complicated answer if I don't explain it. But, so I have a phone that I can basically use just to record, although the recording quality isn't the best. It's a free device to me, and I might as well put it to use and use it instead of, like, being like, oh, I need to get this, make this work. I just need to take what I have around me and use it to the best of the abilities I have. Alright, and that's those switches done, or those things in place. Now I have to, oh boy, I'm running out of desk space. Grab the other keycaps, which, just the extra ones in the set. You can cover a lot of keyboard, like, layouts with this set, which I'm thankful about, because I need all of these right now. But yeah. Oh, I put 4 with the... It is kind of annoying with the gasket mount. The top corner is really odd to put the keycaps on, because it just bows so... Not bows, or, like, it bends as a gasket mount. My stomach just growled so loud. I'm literally almost done. This video's been recording for 31 minutes. It took me 31 minutes to do this. That's kind of sad. Man, I'm slow. But oh well, I've been having fun. Yeah, it's almost done. Now to find the last switches, because I think this is delete. I honestly am not too sure. Let me check on a keyboard tester. It's kind of sad that I don't know. If you can hear the keyboard, maybe that'd be cool. I doubt you can. I can't adjust my mic. Here we go. Launch the tester. This would be... Okay, delete. Home. That is end. So I need my big delete key. Not big delete, but, like, my delete key that's, like, very, the biggest profile of it. I honestly can't talk at all. No, I need the function row delete. I have my function row delete. Am I just, like, blind? I might just be blind. Oh no. I know what the other ones are, so I can turn that off. But it's kind of... Unfortunately, well, I think I'll just end the video there, because it's a lot of rambling, but... That's the main keyboard done. It looks really clean and sleek, and I can use it in class. No one's really going to notice, or not going to ask much questions, but stick around. Thanks.